All right. So what is the remaining part is actually about the malloc and the free is going into the recycling pattern. Okay. So what is the recycling pattern is basically driven by the requirement. So what's the requirement? The requirement is whether you have a big enough slot to host a new request. Okay. Let's say we produce such a free list. Okay. So based on the partner, you find that there are a bunch of gray blocks here which is not allocated, or I should say that previously allocated, but I freed it so that you produce such a free list. Now this free list is supposed to be a piece of your memory. Well, remember, it's your memory, okay? The kernel already give this to you. It's under your process management. Whether you consider it as a blank or not, it doesn't care because it's in your pocket, okay? Now, how can you recycle it? It's basically depends on whether you have a large enough hole. Okay, then it comes up with different kind of strategy. Some people may think that let's say I allocate 16. Okay, whether I should allocate the first block, the last block, or whatever scheme random. Okay, if every slot are just 16 and your allocation unit is 16. Okay, so basically you will have different implementation. In the old days, you have different type of implementation. Some call it first fit, some call it the last fit, some of it called smallest fit, largest fit. Okay, there's many strategy. We are not talking about strategy for the time being. We are talking about what happens if you cannot satisfy such a call. Let's say you require a block of 32 bytes. Okay, so what is 32 bytes? Well, it seems that you cannot, let's say, can I say the put half of it here or half of it here? You cannot, right? So it means that you have to scan through the whole list and find whether you have a 32 bytes free slot. If so happens is no, then you will have to require a new malloc. Okay, so that means that there's new header create and the new malloc request get returned to you as the beginning of this green block. Okay, so this is half of the story, only half of the story. And what is another half of the story is what happens if your request can be satisfied. Yesterday we have tried, okay? We do some allocation and free one of the slots and request it back. And you will find it is being recycled like this, okay? In here, I implement the strategy called first bits. The first guys that can satisfy my request, I will use it. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter because I personally prefer first fit. Okay. Because I don't know how big is this list. Okay. So better have a smaller complexity, the better. Okay. So and this is why that many low-level hardware people when they request for speed, let's say the Octopus. Okay. They implement their own hardware and they implement their own memory allocation unit, and the memory allocation unit of this Autoburst, well, the engineer, who is my friend, tell me that they write their own malloc code, okay, because they know that it's extremely slow if you're doing this linked scan. So they implement their way. The little secret is he tell me that he malloc but never free. Okay, and this is half of the secret. Of course, I cannot tell you all the secret. Okay, so they do a malloc and they don't free, and that's why they don't have a freeless problem. Okay, every time just go to the end of the breakpoint and grow it when memory is needed. Okay, but of course they have some ways to do their housekeeping. That means that some of the course they don't use. Okay, can they retrieve it back and put the memory back to the kernel? It's their problem. Okay, they don't tell me. So this is about interactions between when you have malloc and when you have free. Now it seems that the free itself is our enemy. So why I call it our enemy? Because, well, whenever I produce a free list, right, then I have to do a scan, do a search, okay? And if a search fails, well, which is big of n time, right? Scan through the entire list and then find it fail, go back to this case, okay? So that's why there are many implementations like in the new type of memory allocator. They remember the biggest free list, the biggest free block, and the smallest free blocks. Okay, to see that when I can, in a very fast way, to satisfy some more requests or some big requests. And there's also other ways to speed it up. Okay, So, but I'm not talking about speed up anymore. Maybe you can consider different types of allocator that can be implemented. But this is possibilities. I don't go through a standard implementation because there's no standard implementation. Implementation include, what happens if I have a hole? Let's say this hole is 1 gigabyte. Okay. Yeah, there's a guy called Malloc. Okay, and then you free that 1 gigabyte, which is normal. Okay. Then let's say you want only a partial part of the 1 gigabyte of the area. Should I create something like this? Or do an array round? Or what happens if I just fit in but become something like this? Okay, this is about implementation details, and I think for you to understand what happened inside Malloc is already enough. Okay, because it's something that, in case you go down to implementation, you have to handle it. Okay? Now, any problem? If there's no problem, then I skip most of the issues of Malloc because there are also other Malloc issues. Let's say for this list, how about I free this guy? Will they combine? Do you know what is the meaning of will they combine? I free this guy. So we have 3 consecutive free blocks. Will they combine? Okay? I can tell you that yes. Okay, and there is a name for this strategy. Very interesting name. Okay, this is called Malloc Buddy, not Buddy. Okay, Buddy algorithm. Okay, so they find his friends and then they come back. Okay, so do you know what's Buddy? Buddy is your close friend, TV buddy. Okay, yeah, that buddy. Okay, so your best friends, okay, then you call it buddy, okay? So the Malloc implements the buddy algorithm, just don't call it buggy, okay, buddy. The buddy algorithm is like you have a hole here, like this pattern, but in the middle of it, there is a consecutive chunk of memory. Why not we combine it, okay? And of course, this buddy algorithm is not just that simple. Okay, if you're interested in understanding more over the implementation of Malloc, you're welcome to go through the Google, and this is a very important keyword called Malloc buddy memory allocation. Okay, so you can take a look at which is really implemented. Okay, so we don't have to spend too much time over the Malloc call itself. And then last time, right? Remember this? I tried this program in front of you guys. And this program produced some very interesting thing. Yesterday I asked you that, hey, where this program will stop. Okay? So what is the meaning of stop? It means that there is a pointer returned by Malloc, and this is maybe the first time and the only time that you can see Malloc return out. Okay? Now remember that you have to check, okay, because it's really possible that it will turn out. But there are some mystery. What is mystery? Mystery number 1 is run extremely fast, right? It's run going into this while loop, and if you understand, this going into the kernel to find a piece of memory and return that piece of memory, or I didn't say piece of memory, it just throw the breakpoint. Of course, it requires some effort, right? We're talking about allocating 3,000 sometimes of a real memory allocation. So why is it so fast? This is problem number 1. Problem number 2 is my virtual machines only have several hundred megabytes of free memory. Okay, and you can see from this execution. Oh, where's my execution? Here. My execution. Make sure that I didn't compile the program. I remember that last time I add this line. Very dangerous. Remove. Okay. So. Compile it. Okay. So every time it's just a stop at some mystery number 3056. I can run it for another time. Control C. Run it again. 3055. The 55 or 56 doesn't matter. Okay. Maybe you don't think that it is possible, right? Let me try on other machines. Okay. This is another machines. Let me open the terminal. Okay, so this is another machine which is a Mac. I don't want Mac. Okay, let's go to CS department. I remember that this guy is a 32-bit system. You name as A. Right. This is 32-bit system, not 64. Alright. Then I'll go to here, quickly write a program. Yeah, I always love to call a program test.c, and usually it's a very dangerous program. Okay, so one. Okay, I need a counter, I need a pointer, char pointer PTR, I need a counter equal to 0. Okay, give me 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, so please remember that I will call Malloc. Okay, Malloc is every time 1K times 1K, which is 1 megabyte. Alright, so if pointer is null, break. Okay, if not, free null, send the counter plus plus. Okay, so I should do counter plus plus counter is better. Okay, ready? Yeah, you know what I'm doing, right? I'm just doing the program again with a shorter length. Alright, so let's take a look at what is the ending number. Okay. Yeah, I'm so lazy. Standard library for Malloc. Okay. Okay, good. 3055. Again, 3056. And go back to my virtual machines. Same number. So it seems that there is something interesting about a 32-bit system. Whenever there's a 32-bit system, you go on with the allocation. The allocation always say yes, and give you 305 something memory. Okay? Where's this PowerPoint? Here. Okay? So this is because, again, similar to the effect in global memory, a global variable. The global variable, we have a limit. You cannot create a global variable array with 3 GB. It's again because of this guy, kernel. The kernel locked down 1 GB of memory for himself. Okay? And that's why you cannot conquer every piece of memory, let's say 4 GB memory range, because it's being locked down 1 GB. And why is not 1024 times what? Times 3, right? 1024 times 3 is not equal to 3056. It's because there's other memories like the stack, okay, like the global variable, like the code, occupy some of the spaces. Okay, so this is the problem, and well, this is the case that I didn't really make use of the memory. Okay, I already bring this computer here. Yeah, you will know what I'm going to do. This computer is is a very unlucky computer. I buy that for just one purpose. Alright, so we try something very interesting. Now, how about another demonstration? Another demonstration is I want to show you some rule of conservation. So what's the conservation rule? Now, I tried crashing the system before. Now, this is not about crashing. It's about I still run the same program with the MEM set, but I include local variable as well as global variable, okay, into the program. Now, we will affect the way that I have the numbers. Let's try this. See, my system is still in a perfect shape. The memory compressor is very nice. Okay, so this is problem number 2. Remember, don't create a very big array in the stack. Okay, so I create a big enough, close to 8 megabyte array in the stack, and in the global, I create 1G. Okay, one is 1G, one is 8 meg, close to 8 meg. Okay, so should be no problem. Let's run and see the results. CCC minus O M V2 OM V2 by .c. Go ahead. I guess it's big enough. I know. Did I Did I forgot to kill somebody? Kill the OOMV1. kill OOMV1. No. Why is that? Let me make it even smaller. 5. Compound. Run. Why? 玩嘢啊 What happened? Let me take a look. I should kill them all. Kill all tests. No. Kill all MV1. V1 has already killed. Interesting. Maybe I remove the local variable entirely. Okay, just leave the group. I know. I don't have so much memory. I cannot run this program here. Okay, I have to run it elsewhere. Sorry about that. Okay, so let me go to again CS department. Why I cannot? Hey, my program, my system already close to the edge of crashing. I should demonstrate that. Okay, so again, go back to department. Okay, this is my Office Linux. Let me check. I changed the 64-bit system. Don't worry. Let me do this first. Wait for a moment. CSCI samples. Okay. For part 1. Okay. Oh, by the way, how many of you are using Mac here? Do you know this command called ppcopy? Seems that you guys don't know how to use it. Okay. So it's a very handy tool. Okay, get that file, pipe it to the ppcopy. It will go to clipboard. Okay, that is you can later paste anything very easily. Okay, so then I go back to department and find a 32-bit machines. This 32-bit. Okay, so here, any test.c here. Right, this is my test.c. Good. Remove it, paste it. Okay, so this is the program that you see in the PowerPoint. Okay. Compile. Wow. Very slow, And why is it so slow? Because I initialized the global? No. Okay, forget about it. Let's wait for a moment. Okay. Run. What can you say about this? 2027. Now I change a bit. I comment out the logo. Okay. Compile. Wow, it takes a very long time. I expect that the next result will be 2038 or 34. Okay. 35. I missed time. Okay. Yeah. Do you know what happened? You know what happened just now? Let's say I just keep the local comment, but here I change it to 512 global. Okay. Compile. Wow, take a long time. Run. Then change again. What can you say? What can you say about it? What can you say about this program? Actually, this program, well, I just show my head because I need the map, okay? This map is telling you that there is a rule of conservation there. The conservation is based on the size, right? You have a bigger data, then you will have a smaller heap available. If you have a bigger stack, then again you will have a smaller heap. And the add together is always 3 GB. Okay? So you grow one part, then you will shrink another part. So this is the conservation about using memory. Okay? So of course, the real OOM, real out of memory, okay, is something forbidden. Okay. Later on, I will explain to you what happened. Now, every computer here is under my careful management and control. I select special computer to use. I select my Mac to demonstrate it because there is a memory compressor there. I select my laptop here because this is good for crash, as well as there's one more thing. It didn't have the support using hard disk as a memory. I disable it in my computer here. It don't use hard disk as memory. But in your computer, most of your computer will use your hard disk as a part of the memory. If you really run that OOM, I'm very sure that you want to reboot your computer. It won't reboot by itself after you finish everything, but you really want to reboot it. And when you want to reboot it, you cannot reboot it. Do you hear what I said? Once you want to reboot it, then you cannot reboot it. You may take 2 hours before you can really reboot it. Later, I will explain to you why. It's a very painful test. I tried once. Okay, really painful. Later, I will tell you. So this program, don't run it elsewhere. Okay, particularly for people. You know that there are some people running FYP job. Okay, in some computer. Okay, don't launch it. Okay, you will kill his job. Now, I will tell you what exactly segmentation fault now. After understanding that, you will kind of satisfied with how you can demonstrate a best use of segmentation fault or why you get a segmentation fault. Okay, so there's some meaning about segmentation faults before you enter this class, right? Some meaning because maybe something more. Many people tell you that why is it segmentation faults? Because you cross some line, okay? You touch into an area that you're not supposed to be there, right? Now, but it's very bad description. What is the meaning of access? What is the meaning of touch? Does it mean read? Does it mean write? Or what is the meaning of cross the border? Okay, so I will tell you exactly how many waves to generate segmentation fault now. The number of waves is actually about this map. So what is this map? This map is something that you already know now. You know every piece of component, right? You know every piece of component. You know now what is code. Read-only memory cannot write. You know what is data segment, BSS, this global variable, and so as static. You know the local variable. You know the Malloc. Okay. Now mapping to here. What is this map? This map is how CPU look at memory. We call it segmentation. Okay? The segmentation is just coloring it. Okay? We serve a segment. We call it code segment for putting code. We call it data segment or BSS segment to host those memory. The heap segment, the stack, okay, is actually allocated continuously, and there is a big hole in between the heap and the stack. The stack will grow in this way. The heap will go in this way. Okay, they will just go in the opposite direction. Okay, but it doesn't care. What is about segmentation? Segmentation it's not about crossing a border. Not about crossing a border. What is the meaning of segmentation faults? Segmentation faults means that there's some yes and no here. Huh? What is the yes, what is the no? You have segmentation faults. For a particular action, you put down a yes. If you don't have segmentation faults, then you put down no. Now let's understand these two categories of actions. There are two categories of actions, yes and no. Oh, but before I didn't tell you about these two areas. This two is unusable area. Okay, one is for some really low address, some really high address. You cannot use these two areas. Okay, so for these two areas, no matter you're doing read, doing write, you will generate segmentation faults. So that means that in the beginning of this part, I show you one program. The program is assigning the value 10 to a pointer and dereference it. It's actually talking about this area, unusable area. Okay, and let's say you can set an address which is x0xFFFF. Okay, but it's 32-bit CPU. Okay, then that is another unusable area. Now, for others, let's take a look at the code. Now, the code is actually very interesting, right? You cannot write to it. So once you write to it, you will generate segmentation faults. It's because of the protection. Now, here is read. You can read code, but you can write code. Now, for others, let's say I give you a pointer pointing to the data. Actually, you can write through the entire data part without any problem, without any segmentation faults, right? You can just write it, you can just read it. These two areas, they are connected. They assist the neighbors. And how about the Malloc? Malloc is a kind of different because it's based on the amount of memory they allocated. You didn't allocate anything, then the allocated heap will be 0. Then when you have your data segment, you keep on growing, or not growing, it's access, okay? Okay, it's just pointer, access, and touch the unallocated area. Then you will generate segmentation faults for both read and write, if it's unallocated. Also for the stack, when you go in this direction, you will hit these two areas and get segmentation faults. Okay? Now, based on this map, actually we can explain many things. One very important thing that we can explain is why dereferencing a null pointer gives you a segmentation faults. Right? This demonstration that every C, maybe data structure not C, okay? Data structure class tell you that, yeah, don't dereference null pointer. Why? Because null is actually equal to 0, which is this area. Okay? That's why with dereference null pointer, you get segmentation faults. Now, I will show you the next program, which is the most vulnerable program in this course. It's not about its damage, but about what it's doing. This program. I give you 1 minute or 2 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, okay? You tell me two things. First, will that program stop? This program is a while loop. Will it stop? Second, when it stops, why? Or you can answer me that, yeah, it won't stop, it just go forever. That's okay. Then the second question is automatically not valid. Okay? And there's a trick here in this program. The trick is I handle segmentation faults. And this program is having fun in segmentation fault and doing one thing. In case that you want to find an answer, the answer of this program is in this map. Okay? And I'm not the one who created this program. Okay? Actually, after I create this program, I find that there is exactly the same thing in another book. Okay? A book that I find it out to be extremely exciting. That book's name is called Binary Hack book. Okay, this one. Yeah, it's written by a group of Japanese engineers. Okay, I have a Taiwan translation version. Forget about Chinese. Simplified Chinese translation sucks. They just translate it in a bad way. Okay, the Taiwan translation is very, very good. Okay, I maybe because Taiwan people knows Japanese. Okay, so yeah. It's kind of interesting in understanding this book, okay? And that book has exactly the same program as I do. So this is not something invented, okay? It's something really someone use it for some purpose. I give you 2 minutes. Okay? Discuss with the neighbor. You can even run this program and see what is the result. We stop. Oh, by the way, if you don't understand this line, it's actually valid. Main is a function pointer, okay? is an address in a code segment. I cast it to char pointer. So that means that I'm translating a 4-byte address from its function representation into a storage char pointer. PTR is a char pointer. Translate into a storage, which is also an address. So it's an address copying to address, no problem. If you need the hints, this is the hint. The file name is a hint. Yeah. Crazy, eh? Alright? So you guys are discussing happily, right? So what any idea?
First, you reject the default handler of the segmentation for the signal, yes, and then you enter the Malloc handler. P-down reduce the pointer location to the memory till
Going down.
Going down to the user memory, and generate the segmentation fault handler print out the location.
And the location is
The start of the
the
test.
boundary.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Okay? He's got a correct answer. So what is the program is about? Let's look at this figure. Okay? So this figure is have a code segment here. The main is actually inside the code, right? So that means that the pointer is somewhere here. Okay? Then I know where exactly it is. So let's look at the code. The code continues to do decrements. So what is decrement? Means I drop the value of the address one by one, right? Byte by byte decrease. Okay? When it's decreased, every time I decrease it, after that I will dereference it. What is the dereferencing? Is it read or write? Read. Just read, right? If it is in the right hand side, this read. If it's in the left hand side of the assignment operator, then will be write. So that means every time I just dereference the pointer and try to read it. Let's take a look here. This area, is it generating segmentation fault when you read it? No. You read it? No. You won't generate any segmentation faults when you read it. But when you write it, it will. Okay? So, that means that you can successfully keep on decrementing until when? Is it forever? No, it won't be forever. Oh. Once you drop to this border between the unusable memory and the code segment, you will generate segmentation faults because you will change from no to yes. When it stops, the signal that's called stop is segmentation fault, right? Sorry. So then I will jump to the handler. The handler will tell you the boundary location between the unusable area and the code. Let's do it. Code start. All right. It's just tell me the C variable doesn't use. Okay, no problem. Let's run it. Code start. Yeah, the code start at this area, at this location, and the main start at this location. Okay, and we can verify this. Okay, there is a command called pmap. Okay, for any program which is running, you can inspect their way to use the memory. It's called pmap, and you enter the PID. You can verify the number. Okay, but today I don't want to verify it. You can do it by yourself, okay? But it's not available in Mac OS, okay? You have to use Linux to do this verification, okay? Now, give you another challenge, and then we have a short break. Another challenge, you can keep it in a offline or keep it in your mind until you go back home or you answer it right away. I want to measure another thing. I want to measure the ending of the code area. Now I have to start now. How can you measure the end? What is the meaning of the end? I want this border. I want this border. Yeah. So how can you start the process? Right from
the start to keep on increasing.
So what is the starting pointer? Now here I have a starting pointer very explicit. It's the main. What is starting pointer should be? Anybody want to help him? Here's getting close to the answer. Start to write. Of course, right? Because when you start to write, okay, originally the write is for no generating segmentation faults, and once you keep writing, you will touch this border and generate segmentation faults. But how can you start this writing?
You try to use a global variable and then try to decrease the
right. Exactly. Use the Google variable address. Ask you last questions. How about this border? How about this border? Yeah, that's funny. To test this border, you have to do Malloc, right? But when you do Malloc, you will change this border. You cannot call Malloc, right? Once you call Malloc, you change the border location. I don't want you to change border location. Yeah. Huh? From where? From BSS? From here? And then go up. And whether you use read and write to trigger segmentation fault? Read. Someone calls read. Can I write? Yeah, both are okay, right? Because both read and write will behave the same when you touch the unallocated area. Okay? So is it interesting? Actually, there is a way to make use of segmentation faults. And now you understand what is segmentation faults. It's all because you manipulate address in the wrong way. Okay? There are some other ways. Let's say you drop the Malloc list. Okay? You go out of bound. Okay? So it's all boils down to the fact that when you write a bad program in C, it's all because of your problem. Okay, it's your problem, your candidates. Okay. Now you know why you free a memory carrier segmentation fault, because you corrupt the list of free blocks or the management structure in Malloc. Okay, and the Malloc space is smaller than the requirement. Then what will happen? Your requirement, let's say you try to write 1 megabyte, but you already write a very good code. Some people write it this way. Okay. Let's say you call Malloc. Okay. I know your input is a 100 element, and I know that we will have 100 element of integer times 4. Already writing a very good code. Okay. But sorry, you are not talking about integer. You are talking about the long data type. Now, when it's become long data type, then it is sensitive to the CPU architecture. If you change this code from a 32-bit CPU to 64-bit CPU, the long one is 4 byte, one is 8 byte. You also have to be very careful when you are doing assignment 2, because assignment 2, some fields that you think it is okay to use in 32-bit CPU may not be usable because of this in your 64-bit CPU. Okay? So if you do this, you hard code, then when you transform your code into another architecture, you will have a problem that your requirement cannot be satisfied. Then you will go out of bound, right? Keep writing, and then you have segmentation faults. You're overwriting your labels. The best thing about it is about just changing label, not generating segmentation faults, but if you go out of the breakpoint, segmentation faults. And sometimes you will argue with me that, hey, I write a bad program, okay? Yeah, it's true, man, okay? But no, nothing happened. Yeah, it's because you're lucky. Okay, why is you're lucky? I can try it in front of you guys. Okay, you don't believe in this. You won't believe in this. Okay, I have a chart pointer equal to Malloc 1 byte. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah or no yeah? You tell. Yeah or no yeah? How many of you vote for yeah? No yeah? Segmentation faults. Yeah or segmentation faults? Yeah or segmentation, what do you think? Alright, let's go. Yeah. What happened?
You forgot the bracket.
Huh?
After the fork.
After the what?
Fork.
Fork?
Fork.
Four.
Open bracket.
Open bracket? What happened now? Oh yeah, I cannot see
Curly
it.
bracket.
Ach! Okay, yes. Sorry. Okay, no yeah, I know. Now how about this time? Yeah or no yeah? To vote for yeah. Yeah, many people think yeah. No yeah? Segmentation faults. Yeah. How about this? Maybe 1,000 is too small, huh? 3,000. Yeah. 4,000. Yeah or no yeah? You still think there's yeah or no yeah? Who think there is no yeah anymore? Yeah. I think you start to hate C. Yeah. How about this? Yeah or no yeah? No yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is what is architecture here. Interesting, huh? There's something lucky, right? Later on, I will tell you what really going on in this program. Okay? So, don't try your luck, okay? Even though I can successfully write it, it's not because you're doing something right, okay? So, we have a break. This is a summary. It's about segmentation fault or not, okay? We have a break, first short break, and then we will continue with part 2. Okay, part 2, we just need a few things, and then I can stop.